I have orders to impart 3 pieces of information to you. I shall explain to you a term, anti-white. I shall explain why you should care about it. I shall suggest what you can do about it. Anti-white is a war being waged against white people. The ultimate objective is the destruction of white people, or their weakening to the extent that they cannot prevent their destruction. The anti-white attack has 4 main aspects: the undermining of the group, the sabotage of organization to mount a resistance, the filtering of organizations that could resist, the destruction of members of the group. The group is undermined because if you attack members of a group, then the other members will attack you. All groups are distinct from other groups in some way, and that is how you can identify who is in it and who is not. Anti-whites have the leaders redefine features of the group to remove the distinctiveness and thus the need to react to attacks on the group. You might have noticed how the distinct features of white groups are attacked to make them indistinct. Naturally, whites will resist rather than take their suffering lying down. The anti-whites move to make this impossible. White groups cannot fundraise, communicate, run for leadership, etc. Control over media and education prevents many whites from even thinking of resisting. Some cohorts of society are organized: political parties, trade unions, the civil service, the army, etc. These are purged of people who would resist, and any new people trying to join or rise through the ranks are filtered. This only leaves anti-whites in these cohorts, so they become more anti-white. All the while, whites suffer from the conditions brought forth. English girls are groomed in Rotherham and Telford. Robert E. Lee is taken from Charlottesville. French people are run down by lorries in Nice. Farmers are murdered in South Africa. Birth rates among whites collapses everywhere, steadily reducing whites to minorities in their nations. This sets them up to live in a country where they have no sway over the government. Over an extended period of time, the probability that the government will turn on whites reaches 100%. Their destruction is assured. This is what anti-white is. If you are white, then it is obvious why you should care. They are coming for you. If you are not white, then they will come for you next. They are happy to destroy millions of people, so why should they stop at millions plus you? What can be done? Help those who are organized or organizing by joining them, donating to them, etc. Help those who communicate to a large audience, for example, some of the content creators sharing this message with you. That way you will have helped more whites to understand their plight and to identify allies. You must stand your ground when the anti-whites come for you personally, and be seen to stand your ground. Much of their success is down to people giving in to them, because everyone else does. If you stand, then so will the next man, and so on, until the anti-whites are in trouble.